Welcome back, my friends. It is Milana here. I feel like this video is for um, all the girls out there, all my girlfriends. So, if you have ever found yourself in a relationship or a situationship where you feel like you are being breadcrumbed, like the person you're seeing or you're into is just like not giving you enough, they're not giving you enough attention, they're not giving you what you want. You feel like you deserve better, but for some reason you're just kind of like hooked on this person and you can't get them off your mind. And you keep thinking like, oh, it's going to be different. Things will change once we like get to the next step or whatever. Maybe if I make myself a little bit better or more likable or whatever, then he'll want me. And if I can just get him to like want me and to change his mind and give me like his time and his energy and give me what I want, then I will have really won. And I swear we're meant to be together. And we have this like karmic twin soul, twin flame relationship. And I think he's the one. And when we're together, it's just like so magical and fairy dust. And the sparks are there. And we have insane chemistry. But then he doesn't text me back for 3 days, or he doesn't answer my questions, or I know he's seeing other people. If you find yourself in that situation, we're there's no words other than it's time to fix this, because living like that is hell on earth. It sucks, I know, because I spent pretty much almost all of my dating life doing that. And the only reason I was able to remove myself from that addiction of a cycle, that unconscious addiction, even when I was into meditation, spirituality, I was still doing that because I was unaware of attachment styles, of what my attachment style is, of how attachment styles work in relationships, and how to learn, well, not how to learn, how to figure out and decipher what someone else's attachment style is. I'm at a point now where I can figure out someone else's attachment style like really fast, like sometimes within seconds of knowing somebody, because there's all these different little clues and signs that people will do that will give away their attachment style. And now I know for myself. So, as a little bit of background, I tend to have a more anxious attachment style, and that's definitely like where my attachment style comes from. However, I've healed it a lot, so now I am a lot more of a secure attachment. However, I still kind of like linger on the anxious side. And that's okay because I'm aware of it and I know like what the opposite is that I would unconsciously attract if I was unaware of this. So, as an anxious attachment person in recovery or whatever, um, it's really unhealthy to be with an avoidant attachment, because anxious attachment people need validation from their partner. They need like communication. It's actually not that crazy. They need consistent, regular communication and somebody who's regularly there for them and shows up for them in a relationship. And avoidant attachment people freak out and pull away when they start to get too close to somebody, and when they start to feel like that deeper level of intimacy, and like emotional closeness, then they freak out and pull away. That's why anxious and avoidance have really insane good chemistry, and people frequently feel like, oh, it's my twin flame, this is like soulmate, this chemistry is crazy. It's because you're on that dramatic roller coaster, and that secretes different hormones and chemicals in your brain and body, and you get addicted to it and you think that that is love, but it's not. So the way to fix this is two-pronged approach. One is to learn about attachment styles. Once again, I can't remember if I mentioned it in this video. It took me like 3 tries to film my intro. Read or listen to the book Attached, because it clearly explains and gives so many examples of the different attachment styles, so you can easily figure out which attachment style you are. And then I guarantee most of the people you have dated are a certain attachment style as well. For example, anxious people, like anxious attachment style people, tend to attract avoidance. It's just something that happens unless you become aware of it and know better. And then you can easily learn how to determine if someone is an avoidant, etc., their attachment style. And then you know right off the bat if this is someone who has the potential for being in a healthy relationship. Because a relationship is so much more than just if you have chemistry with someone and if you like them and get along with them. Like that is one part of it. Another part that is equally, if not more important, is this person capable of being in a healthy relationship where they have consistent communication. They know how to talk about their feelings open and honestly. They know how to express themselves. Like the whole list of what it takes to be in a healthy relationship. Like that in itself is a skill. Kind of like running a business requires a skill set, or whatever it is that you do for work at your job, or if you're in school or whatever, like those require skills. Being in a relationship requires skills, and you can learn those skills while in a relationship. Like we're in the plane of demonstration, we're in the game of life, like we're learning as we're going. However, like the person needs to be open to and capable of learning throughout the relationship or come to it with already having a solid base and understanding of like what it takes and how to be in a healthy relationship. So, this rant is getting a little bit discombobulated, but anyways, so there's that whole aspect of determining what is your attachment style? What is the attachment style that you tend to attract? So, I used to always attract avoidance. Always. And I didn't know that. I just thought that that's how guys are. I've only ever had, like, I would say a couple of really healthy relationships, and they ended because they just like weren't the right person. Like I just knew it in my soul. However, while I was with them, the relationship was like really healthy and really secure. And once I learned how to determine attachment styles, looking back, I'm like, oh, like those people were secure attachment. So they didn't trigger my anxious attachment style. And that's why I was able to have a sustainable long term relationship with them, because we weren't on that crazy roller coaster of highs and lows of being like, do they like me? Like, just all those crazy chemicals and hormones of like ups and downs and are we going to survive? Are we not? Just all that craziness. So, yes. The next part that will help you so much in healing your attachment style is subconscious reprogramming. So, not only did I read this book, but I also took it and applied it to subconscious reprogramming and took it into EFT tapping, journaling, and meditation to deciding who I want to be, how I want to be. And I made a firm decision that I would never get into a relationship with someone who is an avoidant attachment style. Because even if they are like enlightened enough to the point to where they've like read about attachment styles and know how to work through it, it's like they're going to have to be really good at um, working through that on a daily basis. So I'm like, you know what? I deserve and I desire someone who has a secure attachment style, or even secure to slightly anxious attachment style. And I know how to pick that out. Because I've used this in conjunction with subconscious rewiring, I literally don't even attract avoidance. Like, I have been in so many group settings with my friends, like in a friend group or on a trip or whatever, and there will be like, a cute guy or whatever. And I can read this so well in people. And I can instantly tell, like within moments, like, oh, this person is an avoidant attachment. Like, ew, what a turn off. Like, it doesn't matter how beautiful they are or how much they have going for them. If they're an avoidant attachment, that's like the biggest turn off to me ever. Like, I'm literally so unattracted to it. Whereas before all this subconscious rewiring, I would be so turned on by that. Like, I would be into it. But now I'm not even attracted to it. I find it repulsive. I find it disgusting. And then I'll watch in the group of people another girl in the group who has an anxious attachment style fall victim to this guy's way of being. You could call it his games. Really, it's just his unconscious programming. And I'll see them have their fling and their thing. And I'll talk to the girl, girl time, whatever. And I'd be like, oh, so like, what's going on with so and so? And she'd be like, like he compliments me a lot, like he's really sweet. It's like he just knows all the right things to say, but like he doesn't want a relationship, like he doesn't want this to be a thing, and or like, oh, he didn't text me back or whatever. It's like, yeah, because this is your attachment styles playing out. And I'm not going to say that to my friend, but I'll tell you because you're clearly here to learn something that will actually change your life and change the caliber and the quality of men that you attract to date. So, like for me, I don't even have to quote be strong where like, you might have to be strong if someone's so magnetic and beautiful and cool comes and kind of like love bombs you and whatever. I don't even have to like protect myself in that way and be strong because I don't even attract them in the first place. Second of all, on the rare off chance that someone like that comes into my orbit or they hit on me or want to take me out or whatever, it's so easy for me to shut them down and for me to shut it down because I'm like, this is so unattractive to me. Kind of like if you saw someone like throwing up and it smelled like barf, you'd be like, oh, get me away from this. Like, that's how it is for me with these avoidant attachment people and people who have like narcissistic tendencies, which I used to fall complete victim to and like date those people and be on that roller coaster and needing their validation, but it's just not even a thing anymore, which is pretty crazy because I remember like talking to a therapist about this, and the therapist I was talking to said like, oh well, like once you determine your attachment style, that's great, but you can't do anything to fix it, you can't do anything to change it, you have to learn how to live with it. And I was like, no, I disagree, because with the power of subconscious reprogramming, you can literally hypnotize and rewire yourself to believe and do anything. The human body, the human system is basically a computer program, and we have the conscious awareness and the tools in this day and age to reprogram our subconscious mind. It changes what you attract and it changes how you react to things in your environment. So it's literally just the most powerful thing you can do for your dating life, for your love life, for your sanity, and for your overall well being is to learn attachment styles and to heal your own attachment style and to stop being attracted to people with an unhealthy attachment style. This will also help you get over your ex or your exes if there's one or multiple people who you just like can't get over, who you keep like getting pulled back to. Maybe you go sleep with them here and there, maybe you like call them or like respond to their texts. This will help you be so unattracted to them and be like, you know what, maybe I still have love for them and I love that we had those memories and experiences, but I would never date them again. Like, I don't want to talk to them because it's just, like, I know too much now. When you know too much, like, you would never go backwards, you would never fall back down the hill once you've climbed up top and you see like the beautiful view from the top. Like, you're going to want to stay up top enjoying that beautiful mountain breeze and the view rather than going back down in the slumps where you're like in the bushes and you're getting scratched by thorns and stuff. So, um, to wrap this all together, because I'm so passionate about this topic and it has been so life changing for me, and because I witness so many people struggling with it like every day, like in my life, in my circle of influence, and online, like whenever I post about something related, I get so many DMs from girls specifically saying all these things. And I'm just like, I'm at a point where I'm so removed from it, but I know I used to be in it. So part of me wants to just like share all of my wisdom and be like, do this, you will fix it. But then a lot of people don't want to be helped. So, anyways, that is why I've created a specific session for healing your attachment style and learning the difference between the different attachment styles and how to decipher somebody else's. We're going to completely release and rewire it in your subconscious mind so that you change who and what you attract, and you change what you're attracted to. This is going to be in my membership. It'll be a specific exclusive session in the month of June. So June doors will only be open from June 1st through June 7th. Doors are always only open from the 1st to the 7th of the month. So if you are interested in completely changing your life, and by the way, this also affects your attachment style to money, to friends, to your career, like your attachment style spills over to all areas of your life. So healing this one thing is literally like so transformational for your whole life. This is going to be one of our 4 sessions for the month of May. The membership is only $77 a month, and you can pause or cancel it literally anytime, like no questions asked. So it's super like just join, get some subconscious reprogramming, and then you can leave. It's literally like no hassle, no commitment. And then you also get access to the vault of all of our past sessions. We have tons of money dates in there for releasing money blocks and ascending to your highest timeline. So many sessions for manifesting your big dreams, all of your goals. We have another one in there that's specifically for healing heartbreak. So, like, if you're going through a breakup or you have someone from your past that you just like can't get over, that's an amazing replay to do. So, if you want to join the membership, make sure you get on the wait list. I'll have it in the link below in the description. Or if it's during the window of June 1st to 8th when you're watching this, then I highly recommend just joining, and then you can always cancel. It's literally no sweat. A couple of other things I want to share, just things that I'm loving. One is this massage ball. I got it on Amazon. It's kind of like hard. It's not like a squishy ball, but I've been using it to massage like under my collarbone and like massage this muscle out into my lymph node. And then you can also like put it on your back. Oh, there's my sweat. Nice. You can put it between your back and the wall. I don't have a wall behind me, but I'll show you like, oh great, my sweat again. You just put it, oh wow, that feels good too. You just put it like between your back and the wall and massage it out, and like you can get it so deep. Like I've noticed I actually have a lot of knots in my back, and I'm like, oh, that's fantastic. So I've been massaging out my back like every morning and evening just for a couple minutes, and it's so nice. It helps me sleep better actually. And then it also helps with lymphatic drainage, and I think it's helping my acne too. I'm not wearing any foundation, so I'm in the process of healing my acne. It's healed a lot. Okay, the other thing I wanted to share with you is Dr. Joe Dispenza's new meditation, Blessings from the Brain, blessing the energy centers from the brain. It is so good. I did it this morning for the first time. It just came out yesterday. It's his 11th Botech, Blessing of the Energy Centers. And essentially, what he has you do is he has you connect your pituitary gland, which is like the master gland of secreting hormones for hormonal balance and for, what's the word? Metabolism, basically throughout like every energy center within your body. He has you connect your pituitary gland to each center. So your first center, your second center, your third, one by one, climbing the ladder of your energy centers. And in his intro for the meditation, he explains, like, oh, for example, in your first energy center, it secretes certain hormones like testosterone in men or like progesterone in women, and it balances this and whatever. So it has the most beautiful audio track to it, and it's just so heavenly. I was literally crying during it. It was amazing. I think it's possibly his best meditation he's created yet. I love it. I feel so just like so deeply relaxed and so happy today, and I swear it's because of that meditation. It like connects you to the divine like no other. So I'll actually link this ball and have a link to Dr. Joe's meditation on his website below so that you can grab those things if you so desire. I didn't intend for this to be like an ad for Dr. Joe Dispenza, but pretty much I'm like a walking ad for Dr. Joe because I'm just such a big fan of his work. So, anyways, I love you so much. Make sure you grab your spot on the wait list for my membership below and comment any questions you have or any experiences that you have about attachment styles, your experiences, anything related. I want to hear from you. So, I'll see you soon.